Hey, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be going into the Supreme System Lord Ra and his time on Earth. But before we begin, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, let's jump straight into it. Ra quickly enslaved the human race, using the Stargate to keep in contact with the other Goa'Uld and informing them of his new bounty. The System Lords soon fought amongst themselves for the right to claim some of the Tari, but Ra instated a system which gave each System Lord stewardship in order for them to visit the planet and claim some followers, who would take into a world of the Goa'uld's choice, to act as breeding stock. Ra also divided the planet into strict geographical lines to ensure that no System Lord would encroach upon another's territory. He, however, took place as the ruling god in several other cultures, such as the Canaanites, where he was known as El. Ra took himself some of his followers off-world to a planet known as Abydos, where he used them as slaves to mine Naquita for himself. Things seemed to be going well for Ra, as his ruling of the System Lord seemed to be working better than any before him. However, in 9002 BC, Satesh managed to coax Osiris and Isis into attempting an assassination of Ra. This ended badly for the two, as Ra stripped them of their titles and forcibly removed them from their hosts, putting them in canopic jars so they could suffer for eternity. Because of this, Satesh went into hiding so that Ra could not take his vengeance on him. It was soon after this, around 8721 BC, that the renegade Anubis returned from his banishment at the head of a conquered army, and came with the promise to eliminate the Asgard in exchange for absolute loyalty and control of the Goa'uld. Furious, Ra assembled his own army, and rallied several other System Lords behind him in order to once again defeat Anubis. Despite his previous victory, most Goa'uld took this opportunity to either turn against Ra and join forces with Anubis, or simply stand on the sidelines to see which ruler came out victorious. The end result was Anubis being defeated once again, but before Ra could deliver the final blow, Anubis made his escape through the Stargate from assistance within Ra's forces. Having played on Ra's distraction, Sokar seized control of Earth before Ra could return and transformed it into a vision of hell, making clear his plans to seize Ra's position as Supreme System Lord. Furious, Ra threw Sokar off of Earth with the help of the other System Lords, most notably Kronos and Apophis. Sokar fled on a starship, and though his power was diminished, Sokar continued to battle against Ra and all of his followers, particularly Apophis. In 4006 BC, Apophis dealt a critical blow to Sokar's forces, and once again stabilized Ra's rule, though again Sokar survived and went back to rebuilding his forces. Sometime before 3000 BC, Ra populated the world of Sekhet-Hetep with slaves he had rescued to work for him. It quickly became one of his most dedicated religious centers, but a few decades after it was first colonized, it was cut off entirely from the Stargate network. Though Ra was no longer able to visit his people, their belief had already been built into their society, and no word of rebellion on Earth ever reached them, so they continued to serve him for thousands of years. In the original timeline on Earth, the Tari became aware of the truth behind the Goa'uld, learning that they were not in fact all-powerful gods, but simply beings with advanced technology, and so rose against their oppressors. Choosing the moment when the System Lords were at their most complacent, and when Ra was overseeing his other territories, they overthrew their oppressors as well as the Jaffa guards, killing several on-planet Goa'uld and burying the Stargate. While the loss of the Tari was a great affront to Ra, his continuing battles with the Asgard demanded more of his attention. So, as he had several other breeding planets, he simply let Earth be. However, when SG1 became trapped in 3000 BC, after traveling back in time to acquire ZPM from Ra, they tried to aid the Egyptians in overthrowing Ra, but Jack O'Neill, Colonel Carter, and Teal'c were all executed, and caused Ra to remove the Stargate when he fled the planet. However, a team comprising of a version of O'Neill, Carter, and Teal'c from an alternate future arrived on the scene in 2995 BC to make sure the gate was buried in Giza, so it could be discovered in 1928, as it was in the original timeline. In 2492 BC, after the alternate SG1 caught his attention by raiding Abydos for an immature symbiote for Teal'c, then going directly back to Earth, Ra returned in his Hatak to reconquer the planet. Ra initially regained full control over the area around the Stargate, but didn't expand further, having apparently left in such a rush that he didn't take a full contingent of Jaffa with him. He was hampered by a rebellion led by both the alternate SG1 and the real SG1, who followed 3 rogue Tok'ra through time. While on Earth, Ra met Egeria, who claimed to have been a Goa'Uld trapped on Earth by the rebellion, and was charmed by her, quickly trusting her and giving her a Karakesh. Eventually, what appeared to be the Ancients attacked his Hatak, and Ra retreated to his ship to fight back. Ra figured out it was just a few puddle jumpers, 2 of which were the time jumpers and 1 was piloted by a descendant of the Ancients, and tried to steal the Stargate and leave. When the jumper, piloted by Dr. Carolyn Lamb, targeted the Peltac, Egeria used the distraction to blast Ra with a Karakesh, severely injuring him. She then had Teal'c injure him in the side with a staff weapon, and claimed that the alternate Daniel Jackson had escaped and done so. With Ra injured, Egeria had him placed in a sarcophagus and took command of the Hatak, ordering a retreat to Abydos. Ra never returned for fear of admitting he screwed up to the other Goa'Uld and potentially damaging his power. So what did you guys think of the Supreme System Lord Ra on Earth? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the Sith Citadel Discord, links in the description, and consider becoming a join member or sending a super thanks if you wish to further support the channel. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.